What's going on, everybody? It's Achilles OBT coming at you with a brand new video. And in today's video, I think the biggest thing that I just kind of wanted to get across was a big thank you to anybody who's actually tuned into the channel this far at this point. Just to kind of put it out there for people who don't know me, today is actually my birthday. Today I actually turned 30, which is a little weird to be saying out loud for me, for obvious reasons, but it's not as bad as some of you might be thinking that it might be. It's not that crazy, at least within the first 12 hours of being 30, it's not that crazy. But I figured I'd do something on the channel to kind of, I guess, like, celebrate a little bit. So why not showcase my favorite hero in the game, like the hero that kind of got it started for me on the channel, and just play one for the sake of having fun. So let's get right into the game.
My blades are yours.
Alright, so we find ourselves on the battlefield of eternity as the only tank on the team. Build is going to remain largely unchanged. I'm not sure what kind of ult I'm going to be going for here, but I guess I'm going to just go on the fly. But I'm leaning a little more towards Leap, despite the fact that I'm the only tank. The friendly composition will be a Karazim, a Zul, myself is Sonya, Greymane, and a Nova, going against a Diablo, Jaina, Illidan, Sylvanas, and a Rhaegar. Now, one thing that I'm actually kind of relieved about is that as a solo tank Sonya, good luck, have fun. Oh. English. Whatever. One thing I'm kind of relieved about is that they only have one tank on the enemy team as well, in the form of Diablo, and Sonya does perform extremely well against Diablo users so long as she's not initiating with her spins. She tends to be just fine. Now, at this point in the game, Sonya is a character that I can pretty much do in my sleep. Like, she really is a legitimate, like, main of mine. See, like, right now I have no way to disengage, so they are going to be able to take me out. But it was an early trade. Really nothing major on the XP bars. I always remember, every time I see First Bloods in this game, I always think about how Pallytime, like, makes fun of it at whenever they talk about LAN events. They should get Jaina. She should definitely get Jaina, but I don't think she's going to. I always remember how they make fun of First Bloods because they say that they do nothing to XP bars, which you just saw, but, like, the crowd goes batshit crazy. I mean, it sounds like it's a fun time, but yeah. So, right there, just to review, we weren't able to really get anywhere away from Diablo because we went all in on that engage to take out the first target. But again, it's not so bad in the early game because, like I said, it has no effect on the XP bar whatsoever. But it's not going to be the case as the game goes on, especially if I have a full tank of Fury on me, which I currently do now. There's a big fight brewing in the bottom lane.
Done.
Interesting tactics. It's worth noting too that Sonya has a lot to do with, like, what kind of got me started, what kind of got this channel started, getting the little bit of traffic that it has, because I was playing this game for a little while before I, like, finally, like, decided to record for it, because it was something that I saw other people doing, and it like, really interested me. I'm shocked that I didn't hit that. Now here comes Diablo. Where's the team right now? We're still in the bottom lane for some reason. That's interesting. They took out Rhaegar, so that explains that. We'll get this Diablo. See, that's why I like that their solo tank is Diablo, because he's just as squishy, if you will, as I am as Sonya as a solo tank. So it's not the end of the world. Whoa, that was really loud and obnoxious. I swear, the whole world just comes alive whenever I start recording. You guys should honestly hear how quiet it is around my hood whenever I'm not recording. It's crazy.
Of course.
Yeah, we're just going to commit to this because there's really no reason not to. Illidan's really not going to do anything to get us off of this. Oh god, but that Jaina can hurt us. I could spear in on Illidan, but why would I do that? Actually, oh, I missed my click there. That was a big miss. Huge miss. Somebody needs to finish this, though. We're not all dead. Like, what helps is that the enemy team is forced into a position right now where they kind of have to sit on this, because there's no way, unless they send one person to do it, which they did now, There's no way they're going to out DPS us on these, but now they are actually threatening to do that because they went all in. We need Nova to just suicide on this at this point. And we will get that kill on Illidan. I need to wake up. I actually legitimately just woke up and turned this on because I decided to do a video, and it's really, really showing. I already died more than I wanted to. But again, it's all good because I'm just trying to have fun. I'm just trying to play for picks and just have a good time with this one. Not be like super try hard on this. And it seems like my team is all right too. So like as far as like their attitudes, I do want to be careful here because Diablo could easily just pick me up and throw me over the wall. We should finish. Oh god, I'm missing my spears. Alright, so it goes without saying that the Jaina is the threat on the enemy team. I can deal with a good amount of damage from the enemy team, but I cannot deal with those blizzards. Especially if she's spec'd into it. However, that being said, me having my heals at 7 is going to help a lot with that. We should go for a camp.
I suggest we take this mercenary camp.
God, I love the synergy between my blue skin and the blue mount. These, I don't know about you guys, but ever since they released the elemental mounts, they're kind of just like taking over my entire roster. Like, I don't do any skins without them now.
Many thanks, healer.
And we will get that. I was about to say, if Diablo wants to fight, I'm more than willing to. Oh god, that blizzard just saved Illidan big time.
Make way.
All right, that'll be a little bit of a push, just a little bit. Oh, not on the Sylvanas. The Sylvanas things. We need to get out of here. We need to bail. We need to bail. We need to bail. Let's go for this.
I suggest we take this mercenary
Fast. Doesn't appear that I have anybody coming. Okay, there we go. We got Greymane. Greymane's really all I need. Definitely want to get in one more spear. Anybody like looking for advice on like Sonya, like tips and stuff like that? Whenever you do a camp like this, you definitely want your spear to be one of the last things you hit them with, just so you can come out of it with a full tank of fury. Now we should be going for this. Enemy team is on their game this time as far as like going for the immortal. However, now we're starting to commit. Fairly close, but the enemy team does have a slight advantage right now. Yeah, we do need to defend. Whoa, 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 whoa. And again, here come those blizzards. Here we go. I'm going to just try and body block this a little bit. Should have a spear off a cooldown. There we go. And we can just DPS this. Oh, this could be a problem. There goes that blizzard. Tried to bait myself for Diablo to actually pick me up instead, but he didn't go for it. Damn it, I got myself stunned. Oh god, that's not good. I do believe Karazim is still alive here. Oh god. That was just unfortunate timing. They should finish this. They should finish this. They should finish this. Good job, Gray. So yeah, I am going to go leap here. I definitely am because I think this is a leap game. Oh, man.
Not be quenched.
Yeah, he definitely did pay for it with his life, but it was worth it. So the enemy team is not going to get... Well, we did get to level 11 before they hit 10, but they are going to get away pretty easy considering that we had ults and they didn't. Lucky timing for them.
Done.
Okay, so he can palm. That's good news. Of course, here come the sirens now that I'm recording. I could have leapt in on Illidan, but that would have put me in a position where I wouldn't have been able to get any help. So I thought better of it. Illidan went for the hunt. That didn't work out. Okay, never mind. We did just still get the Jaina out of it. We got a Rhaegar as well. Back away, back away, back away. We have a lot of damage with our composition, so we could actually get away with quite a bit. We should. That being said, we should back away here. I agree with that call. I'm still not going super try-hard mode here, but I'm definitely trying not to die anymore. If I could help it, at least. Not dying is a little bit harder to do when you're the only tank as a Sonya. Not impossible, but just a little harder to do. Okay, Garazim needs to back away. We don't need anything over there at all. That's where we should have been. And I know I haven't exactly been doing a good job of like showcasing it for people who have been watching me for a little while now, but I have come around on the spin. It's just that I haven't had my openings yet to really use it the way I've grown to use it. Okay, that's good. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Wow, I was stunned for like an eternity right there. Oh! Well, that's 13. We got 10 seconds to pull this off, which I definitely think we can do. And again, I want to get one spear off, even though I slammed afterwards, so it kind of negated it. You always want to come out of these camps with some kind of fury on you. I can't overstress that. It's really important. Enemy team is definitely having their troubles, which is fantastic right now. All right. And the friendly team seems to be getting along, which is always good. Always 100% of the time. That's good. Hey, there goes Diablo. I haven't had to... Oh, I did leap once, actually, now that I think about it. Should go in on this right here. Illidan's not going anywhere. Oh, God. Here we go. We got him. We'll get Jaina, too. We'll get Diablo as well. We'll also get Sirens outside again, just because, you know, why not? Wow, and then the Jaina went for the Elemental as well. Oh, good. No worries, friend. We're up 3 levels. Everybody's chill. Rhaegar's about to die again. Oh my god, I missed my fucking spear because I'm a noob. That would have been nice to get. I'm not worried about this. We can just heal up off of this minion wave right here. And we have Fury. Again, the only thing I'm really worried about on the enemy team is the Jaina Blizzard. That's about it. I am going to be going for my... I'm actually going to fully commit to the Hunter build here. So that I have some form of escape. God, I'm missing all of my spears, man. Whoa, 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 whoa. Nope, no, we want no part of that. We should commit on this Diablo, though. There we go. There we go. This is going great. Oh, if I had a leap. Yeah, I do have a leap. We get in the game here. Oh, I was trying to... I got greedy there. I tried to go for Jaina. Thankfully, my teammates got it. I just wanted to get a globe. Yeah, we could actually do this. If everybody hits the core, that'll be game. I honestly never, ever, ever, ever get tired of playing Sonya. I don't know what it is, but she's the reason I actually downloaded the game, and it still holds true now, to be brutally honest. I have over 600 games played on Sonya at the moment, and at no point do I ever feel myself being bored when I use her. And I didn't even have a good game. Like that was a warm up game for me, and I did not play that well, but we still managed to get the win. We outslayed the enemy team 27 to 11, so we can't ask for much more than that. We did it as a solo tank as well. Again, I said it at the start of the game. I wasn't really concerned about being a solo tank in this case, just because the enemy solo tank was Diablo. If it was somebody like Johanna or Muradin, maybe it might have been a little tougher, maybe. Or to be brutally honest, if they had two tanks on the enemy team, then that's a definite no-fly zone. But other than that, a one-on-one matchup, there's not a whole lot of one-on-one matchups that Sonya can't win, in my opinion, especially if she's being used the right way. Going over my build for anybody who's never seen it, this is actually what I've grown to call the Hunter build, where you have the conventional build on the front end, where you go for War Paint at level 1, you go for Focus Attack at level 4, you go for Ferocious Healing at level 7, but then where I change it up is where I go for Leap at level 10 instead of Wrath of the Berserker, so that I have a means to get to like the back line. I also have a means to stun people, like an extra stun, like a team stun if you will, if I can land it the right way. And more importantly, this ties into the third part I'm going to talk about, ties into my level 16 talent choice, where it gives you a means of escape. Now, level 13, I still go for the conventional mystical spear. Mystical spear, I feel like is one of Sonya's most powerful talents in her entire kit, because it takes her most productive ability and reduces its cooldown by 4 seconds. And you might think, 13 seconds, 9 seconds, not that big of a difference. It's huge. It is huge. And then on top of that, it also pulls her to the location when she throws a spear, even if she doesn't hit anything. So it gives her an immediate out to run away from things. It gives her mobility. It gives her escapability, which again ties into level 16, where you get the movement speed increase to 25% instead of the usual 10%. It just makes her like Usain Bolt out there, basically. She can just run around and either run away from whatever's trying to kill her or chase down whatever she's trying to kill. It doesn't matter. Like, it's really, 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 really good. And then at level 20 I play around with sometimes. Sometimes I go Nexus Blade. Sometimes I go Ignore Pain. I just kind of go back and forth. Because the thing about this build that you never want to do, in my opinion, or any build that you never, ever want to do, is pick Ariad's Crater. Why? Because it locks you into a spot that you cannot get out. Yeah, the idea is to lock your opponent in a spot where they can't escape from you. But if they have Bolt, well, Bolt isn't really a thing as much these days. But if they do have Bolt of the Storm, they can get out of Ariad's Crater. If they have a Blink, they can get out of Ariad's Crater. Like, if they have a leap to an ally ability, they can get out of Ariad's Crater. Like, there's so many ways for the enemy to get out of, but that's not even the worst part. The worst part is that you don't have a way to get out of it, because you, even if you have Mystical Spear at 13, you still can't use your spear to get out of it unless you hit a target. So Ariad's Crater, for that reason, actually takes away half of what makes Sonya valuable with this kind of build, which is her mobility. If you take the crater, when you land, whether you hit the target or not, you're trapping yourself in a small enclosed space. So you never, ever, ever want to pick that. The other 3 talents that are at level 4, or it would be 2, depending on, it'll actually be 2, because one of the talents is an ultimate upgrade. So the other 2 talents between Nexus Blades and Ignore Pain, both of those are completely viable. You want to pick either one of those if you go Leap. If you go Wrath of the Berserker, however, I am fully supportive of upgrading it and making it that much easier to stay in Berserker form. And it makes her tankier against crowd control effects. So there's also that. There's high value in that. Again, I've been playing Sonya for a long time now. So, like, there's a lot of experience behind what I'm saying, just to kind of like prove that point. Well, actually, they're not. This is this season's rollout. I just realized that. Let me see. Well, she obviously, I have a lot of games played. Obviously, I have my most wins on her. I have my most kills on her. I have my most assists on her, which naturally means I have my most. I don't have my most deaths. That's interesting. But I've been playing her for a long time. Like I said, she's the only character I have at level 20 at the moment. I did want to get Artanis to level 20 at some point, but I think that's going to take a little bit longer than maybe I planned for it to do, for a plan for it to take. But yeah, she's my go-to character. She's the reason I even started playing the game. So that'll always be there for me. I could do that in my sleep pretty much. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Again, I wanted to thank everybody that subscribed to the channel thus far. If you've actually put the channel out to somebody you know, it's not something I've asked for, but if you have, I want to thank you even more so because it's something that I genuinely enjoy doing. I'm not doing this for like I guess subs or to make a financial profit or anything like that. I'm actually doing this because I find it fun and I genuinely enjoy doing it. So hopefully you enjoy like what I've been putting out, and it's probably not going to stop anytime soon. Just because I'm an old man now doesn't mean that I'm going to stop doing what I like doing. So as always, this is Achilles OBT. That's Achilles with the Z. Remember it.